Hey guys, I'm Anissa. This is my best friend, Em.
Hi.
Emily also does my lashes. A lot of people have asked me like where I get my lashes done. Who does them? How long do they last? So I wanted to do a video with Em to kind of just break down all of those questions so you guys know, and hopefully we'll go to Em or just to get your lashes done. So first question, Em, how long does it take to do lashes?
So normally it takes from an hour and a half to 2.5 hours, just depending on what you're doing, fill, full set, how many lashes you have on your own natural lash, and yeah.
What are the different styles of lashes?
So we have like the classic set, which is one individual lash on your natural one individual lash, like one-on-one basically.
And that's more of like a natural look, or
like the most natural you could get. And sometimes I don't recommend it if you have like not enough lashes. Like if your lashes are very gappy, you're gonna see those gaps because they're one-on-one, whereas a volume will kind of cover that up. So.
Okay. And then a volume is more like dramatic.
So it's more of a dramatic look, but then for the lash techs, we have to make fans, which is basically multiple lashes that branch out, and we put it on one individual lash as well. So we're not putting lashes on multiple lashes, but it does give it a darker and a more like glam look.
Okay. And I do hybrid?
Yeah, so you're a mixture. And you have a lot of lashes, so they kind of always come out a little more volume looking, but hybrid is a mixture of putting the one-on-one lash and doing some of the volume lashes all around, half and half. Sometimes I personally kind of do a little bit more volume than the classics, but I do end up doing both, and to give it the more like closer to volume look, but also still natural and very pretty.
Yeah. And Em's been doing my lashes for like almost a year.
Yeah.
Almost a
Because
year,
she's been
so
since the beginning when I first started.
When she first got her like license to do it, I was like a practice, and I would let her do them. But like at first she was like taking forever because I have a ton of lashes, but now she like gets me
Normal
in and
time.
out. And sometimes I even go in there like, I have an hour and I need you to do full glam, like, please. So she's really fast, and we've kind of like had our own style. Like even though it's hybrid, I feel like I started off classic. I used to get them really natural.
Everyone kind of starts off classic.
But then you get kind of like addicted, huh?
Yeah,
And then you're like, I want
more.
them big.
Yep.
So I guess just start small and then work your way up, because at first it does seem like a lot when you first do a hybrid. You're like, oh, this is really extra, but then you kind of like it.
It's
and then
always like that with everyone that's gotten lashes. They start off with classic. They want a little bit darker, and then they're like, let's just go all out. And I think the only person that ever was like, oh my god, this is too much, was your aunt. Like,
but now hers always look like that.
always look bomb. And
Yeah.
like, they're always like super dark the first few days, and then after you're just like, oh no, they look good. Like,
yeah, right. And how long do they usually last?
So they usually last like 3 to 4 weeks. Just like depending on how you take care of them, that's just the time range of when they still look good, until after then they probably are all like almost half off. But for fills, I usually recommend coming every 2 to 3 weeks, because it's just better for the lash tech to put in a certain amount of lashes that you have. Like coming every 2 to 3 weeks, you should have at least more than 40% of your lashes. So if you have less than that, it's considered your full set. And at the 2 to 3 week mark, it's usually still good. So that's why we always recommend around that time frame. But technically, you'll still have a decent amount of lashes around the 3 to 4 week mark.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I know, like, for example, like she has so many lashes that usually around 3 to 4 weeks, she still looks pretty good compared
Mine
to other
look
people.
like a classic set.
Yeah.
By 3 to 4 weeks.
They're like pretty sparse, but they're still hanging on. And
mine actually grow out to the end. Like if you have extensions, like the beaded ones or a weave, like you know when it's time and it's hanging off. That's what's on my lashes.
That's
like
how
they
hers
start to
is.
touch like my eyelid, and she's like, "Dude, you need to take these out. Like this lasted way too long." With that being said, there's like, you know, everyone, I mean not everyone, but a lot of people say they pull out your lashes. Is that true?
No, that's technically like not true at all. The only time like they pull out your lashes is when you are pulling on your lashes. Like, and I do have people that have told me like, oh yeah, I'm a picker. Like they just have to pick at their eyelashes. They have to like touch their eyes. And you know, you can't control that. That's them. Like, that's what they do to themselves. And them picking at their own lashes, like, you're gonna pull out your natural lash. Technically, we lose natural lashes every day, just like we shed hair every day. So you're supposed to lose lashes every day naturally. So if you see your lashes falling off and you see the extension with your natural lash attached to it, that is normal, because it's supposed to fall off. It's not supposed to fall off with you picking at it, but if you see it falling off with your natural lash, that's totally normal. But if it's falling off without your natural lash and you see it by itself, no natural lash attached, that's usually a retention problem. You probably got into water the first 24 hours, got into a steam room, a sauna, or worked out, and they just start popping off without your natural lash on them. That's a retention problem. So you either messed it up in the first 24 hours, or your lash tech was not using good enough glue. Either or, talk to your lash tech. Hopefully they could fix that for you, and if not, I'm sorry.
You don't have to go to some big brand chain lash place to have good lashes. So look at local people who are doing it.
I think it all depends on location too. I think the closer you are to big cities, it's a little bit pricier, but that's anywhere. Like food, everything is, you know, gonna get pricier closer to LA. But
another thing actually, people always ask me, can you get your lashes wet? And how do you wash them? So please answer this question, because I'm like always like, what?
Yes, you could wash your lashes, but not. Okay, so the first 24 hours, you're recommended not to like put water on them, no oils, no working out.
Go get your lashes done with a fresh face. Like,
don't come with makeup.
Don't come with makeup, or don't be like me. I put really thick lotion on my face after I shower, and then she gets mad at me because it gets on your eyelids, and then it gets on your lashes, and then it's hard for the glue to hold the lash.
Face soaps have oils in them sometimes, because they're meant for your face. Like sometimes people have dry face, so they have to use oily washes or whatever. But what I always recommend people to use on their eyelashes is either the lash bath that you could buy like on any Amazon. Like you could literally just look up lash bath or wash lashes. Basically it's watered down baby shampoo in a foam container. So I always tell people, like, buy baby shampoo, like the Johnson's, like tear-free, like a little tiny one, and literally like a dot on your finger, and with warm water, like spread it, and then just rub your eyes from the top and like kind of scrub.
Final question, what are some tips just to maintain them other than like washing them?
Brushing
like
them every day.
Potties, like, you know, sleeping,
obviously,
all of that.
Always, like, we recommend you sleeping on your back, but that's so hard. Like, I hate sleeping on my back. Like, that's not even fun.
I learned how to sleep on my back once I got lashes because I wanted them to last longer. I used to sleep like this, and now I'm like on my back. Maybe a head tilt, but
that's actually really good, because then you're preventing wrinkles too. Because you're
keeping my face like lifted and keeping my lashes on. Yeah. Because like your mom sleeps on her face, right? So then she always has to get it like one eye done.
My mom is horrible.
Yeah.
Just brushing them every day, washing them. Try to wash them daily. I mean, if you don't wash them daily, nothing is going to happen, really. Just make sure you are cleaning them, like I said, because it's like you do get nasty gunk in there, especially when you're using makeup all the time. And some people don't use makeup at all once they get lashes, so it kind of works out for them because they have a better retention.
Well, if you have any questions, feel free to message M. M, what is your Instagram?
Oh, it's freaking long.
Okay,
can we
we'll
just write it down?
Right here. Look at M's at name.
Yeah.
DM M if you are in that IE, need someone to get your lashes, do your lashes, message her. She's always flexible. Like, she's awesome. I just wanted to do this video because people always ask me, and I always don't have the answers. Or maybe the things I'm saying might be wrong. So that's why I wanted to bring M, who actually does lashes.
Yeah.
So thanks, guys, for watching.
Thanks.
And let me know if you guys have questions on any other stuff.
All right.
See ya.